Alongside Srikar, Rajendran, I'm Ravi Kapur after Game 4 of the NBA Finals. And once again, Oklahoma City with some tremendous play in the fourth quarter to take Game 4 to even the series 111 to 104 on the road in Indianapolis. And really, I think there were some key adjustments, Srikar, in the fourth quarter. I think you got to give credit to the Thunder coaching staff, along with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, who made some great plays. And they were picking on a couple of defensive players for the Pacers, and the Pacers did not adjust in time.
Yeah, I do have to give full credit to SGA for really powering this team down the stretch, especially those final 5 minutes. I believe he scored 15 points. I mean, he was in overdrive, especially down the stretch, and he showed why he's the league MVP. These are the type of performances that really cement you in the playoffs, and they really cement your legacy. And, it almost reminded me of Game 4 Steph back in 2022 when he kind of went into overdrive and he kind of shifted the entire momentum of the series in that one game. We could be seeing that again with what's happening in 2024 or 2025 now with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander powering the Thunder to this win. Now, I will give credit to Indiana. They did obviously have a good sizable lead for a good portion of that game right up until the end. We saw this story in Game 1 with the sides flipped, but now you see the Thunder clawing their way back into the game in front of Indiana's raucous home crowd. Momentum's fully on their side now.
I mean, I do like that comparison. Obviously, we both know the Warriors quite well. And I did recall, okay, Steph taking over in the fourth quarter, a little bit different, but SJ certainly, I think what happened was there was a great coaching adjustment where they were picking on Naismith, and he fouled SGA. SGA hadn't even gone to the line much until the fourth quarter. And all of a sudden, he's got 35 points. So I think it was just great strategic gamesmanship by the Thunder. And really, the Pacers just kind of flatlined in the fourth, which was surprising. They played so well through three quarters. It's very similar to what happened to OKC in Game 1. So in many respects, okay, we're tied at 2 games apiece. Both teams probably gave away a game they should have won. And I think after Game 1, when the Pacers won, we both figured this was going to be a long series, and here we are. But I will say, if this indeed is like what the Warriors did, winning that Game 4 on the road in Boston, it's a pretty good shot for Oklahoma City to take Game 5, especially that momentum they built in the fourth quarter. So if you're the Pacers, I mean, are you just really disappointed by this, or you just think, hey, luck of the draw, they missed some shots that could have gone in. They did miss a lot of open looks, and the game could have gone the other way.
Well, it sucks because it's the theme of the whole final so far. It's surviving the runs, and Indiana did not do it down the stretch. I don't think you can really just hang your head because obviously it's only Game 4, and now you go back to Oklahoma City. It's a tough task ahead of you. It's a very tall order, but Indiana's done it before. They know they can win games in OKC. They know they can steal games in OKC, which is an even bigger difference there. So I wouldn't think that they're hanging their heads low. I think they're going to have a good game plan going into Game 5. And hopefully it involves a lot of what they did in those first 3 quarters. They were essentially following the script right up until then, usually what they were doing in their wins, but ultimately it all fell apart. And that's where you give credit to OKC for really just clawing through the fire and making their way back. So I don't think Indy's in any sort of hot water here. Now, if they lose Game 5, that's a pivotal game, and that's one you definitely want to win. But I do think that they have the chops, they have the tools, they have the guys. Rick Carlisle at the helm has been in situations like these before. Coaching experience definitely matters. So I don't think the Pacers are completely out of it, but obviously momentum does side with the Thunder.
Yeah, that's certainly a big loss. I mean, I was sitting there thinking if the Pacers win this, they are in true command of the series and will likely come out as the victor. Now, all the momentum shifts back to the Thunder, who have a chance in Game 5 to go up 3-2. We'll see how these guys come out. They have a couple days to refresh now as they travel back and forth. And I do want to talk about just the three-point shooting for a second. The Thunder did not hit many threes tonight. It was really SGA at the end of the fourth quarter that hit a big three-point shot. But, I mean, it's amazing the points in the paint that the Thunder were able to generate significantly more than the Pacers. And yet, despite the three-point shooting, I mean, I think the Pacers have to be kicking themselves at not stopping the Thunder enough in the paint.
Well, it's a few things. One, all you need is one. If you get 1 3, and luckily Shea did give them that 1 3, you're golden. You can erase all of what you did in the past 3 quarters, past however many minutes of the ball game, if you can hit that 1 3. And luckily, SGA was in position, and he hit it. So I'll give him that. But also, when we talk about points in the paint, when we talk about what the Thunder really did down the stretch, these guys have literally mastered the art of taking a foul. Like they have absolutely honed in on it and almost kind of made it their bag, which is kind of crazy to say. But this team really loves taking fouls. They know how to draw charges. Benedict Mathurin for the Pacers down the stretch constantly fouled Thunder players. And it wasn't just because Mathurin was, out of his realm or whatever. It's because the Thunder know how to execute on those fronts. They know in late game situations how to take those fouls. So it is points in the paint, but it's also, and I hate to throw the word around, foul baiting, but it's also, there's an intricacy to it. And I think that's what some people may be missing, because taking fouls is easier said than done. You got to be in the perfect position. You got to know what to do in each moment. And I think the Thunder have basically mastered it.
And Mathurin missed 3 free throws in the fourth quarter, which
Yep.
I think really hurt. Could have really brought that game a little bit closer at the end. Before we go, I do want to talk about Alex Caruso. 20 points off the bench. He's had 2 20-point games here in the NBA Finals. He didn't have any 20-point games during the regular season, which just sounds insane, actually, considering the caliber player he is. I mean, obviously played with the Lakers, won a chip in 2020 during the bubble year. Talk about Caruso for a second. I mean, his defense, I mean, he is Iguodala-esque if we're talking standout defensive players in the finals.
That's a great comparison. I was literally thinking of 2015 Iggy, especially when we think about Iggy's regular season. We don't think about it as much as what he did in the playoffs and the finals. And we're seeing it with Alex Caruso. I mean, the guy is an absolute stud defender. He's constantly guarding the Pacers' best guy. And he's always rising to the task every single time. I'd argue he's been the Thunder's most consistent player throughout these entire finals. He's been absolutely incredible, and he could be the reason they win this series. You look at what he's done on the defensive end, how he's been able to translate it to the offensive end in terms of production. I mean, the guy's everywhere. He is a literal energizer for this team, and anytime he's on the court, you could probably bet that plus minus is going to be in the positive, because he's always making an impact somewhere, whether it's being even a veteran leader for these guys. He's been in the league for quite a while. Obviously, the finals experience hasn't been there, but he's had time in the playoffs. He's had chances. He's played with LeBron James. He's done all this crazy stuff. And now he's seeing his leadership translate to also what he's doing with his production. He's a great player.
Huge pickup for the Thunder, underrated pickup at the time, paying dividends here in the finals. So the series tied at 2 games apiece. We will see you after Game 5. For Srikar, Rajendran, I'm Ravi Kapur.